Hi everybody, it's Jessica here. I'm going to try to do a new video blog. Well, actually, I'm not going to try to do it, I'm going to do it because writing stuff is getting tedious and I've been doing that a lot and I'd like to make my blog more fun, and I think maybe if I could just talk about things, it could be interesting. So what's going on? Finally got my laptop fixed. For about 3 months, Q, A, Z, and 1 were not working on my keyboard, so that got me really frustrated when I was trying to write my blog, um, because I just have to keep pushing A, keep pushing A, keep pushing A, and hope that it will work, and then sometimes it would, and sometimes it wouldn't. So that's fixed now, so I'm really excited about that. The cricket breeding's going well. So is the worm breeding. They're still real gross. Just real gross. I'm trying really hard. I'm feeding them, and they are definitely multiplying and definitely doing well. I sorted through today just to kind of see how many there were. It was so gross. And buried some celery. They seem to be doing good. They're eating cardboard, which I guess I didn't realize that they did, but it makes sense. So it's weird because you have to cover them up because the sunlight or lab light will kill them, and they just really don't like it though. As soon as the light comes out, they're like, like you're burning them with acid. So it's real creepy, and they move weird. And you lift up the cardboard, and there's like little worm butts or faces. I don't know because they look the same. It's real gross. Anyway, so there's supposed to be a new student starting in August, and he's going to go ahead and take over the worm process because I can't. I guess I could. I've done it. I've gotten cocoons. I went through and I did it. And anyway, so my crickets are doing really well. They seem to like kale quite a bit. Kale and carrots. There's some cricket food that you feed them, but it's got yellow 5 or yellow 6, some sort of additive, which I think is cancerous. I don't know. I think that's the additive that in the European Union they don't allow, but in America they did, but now Kraft's changing the formulation in like a million years. Because it can't ever do anything like the next day or a month later, it's got to be, we're going to change that 8 years from now, which is kind of ridiculous. So I try to feed them organic foods because I figure it'll make them healthier. I have 241 baby crickets as of today. I'm starting to do some tests as far as seeing if I can preserve the eggs. So that's what I'm doing, my biological part. Of course, I'm not in here for biology. That was my undergrad degree. This is analytical toxicology. But I've got to get a good cricket stock going on so that way I can douse the eggs with things and see what happens. But I've been doing some LCMS, liquid chromatography, mass spectroscopy work. We get samples in from different areas, different agencies, because the machines that we have are pretty specific and super expensive. I think it's like $1,000 a sample when we process one. And so sometimes we'll get a lot of them in, and it seems like a lot of money. I don't see any of it, of course. I think it's put in like a general account, so if new students want to come in and we need to like take them to dinner, we can use it, or we can use it for whatever kind of research supplies. But it's good experience, and it's neat to see the analytical side of things because I spent so much time with like ecosystem science and looking at creatures and just entire ecosystems, that to see all of this lab analytical data that I've kind of looked through. I mostly would pawn off on our chemist to try to explain it to me, to really understand it and see all the work that goes through, because if we want to run one test, we have to shape the water, break up the algae, pass it through like 3 different types of filter things, immunoassay to tell us what's going on, and then we run some sort of light thing. I don't know. I'm still learning all of the machines. They're all really complicated names, and Very similar, but very different. So it sounds very, very similar, but just like one word can mean it does something completely crazy and different. Um, so it's going really well. I like all the people that I'm working with. I've made some new friends. It'll take me a while to really get attached to people though, so we'll see in 6 or 7 months. I really haven't even met most of the students I think that are going to be there. It's just all the people who've been doing summer research. But some really cool people, a lot of diverse backgrounds. Everybody is very excited and really excited to be where they are, and very, very helpful. I like living in Lubbock. It's a big change of pace, but it's good. Austin was getting a little overwhelming for me. There's always fun stuff to do, and that's fun, but I'm also getting to the point in my life where, I just want to relax and, have my routine and just do what I need to do and take care of myself and, be okay. So that's fight for drinking water. She's helpful. Pfeiffer, say hello to the people. You're a good girl. She's been fired twice. I had a mattress delivered and she didn't bark at the guys until they were in my bedroom. Then she barked, ran up to them, and wagged her tail. It was useless. I got my keyboard replaced today, which is why my letters work, and she barked at the door and then just laid at the guy's feet and napped while he was here. So she's pretty useless. There was a debacle with my other dog, Sadie, so she's staying with my mother right now. I came home to bloody dogs. This is never a good idea, and I don't know. That was rough. I felt like, I don't know. I've been trying to force her to be something that she wasn't, which is a dog that likes to be around other dogs, and it's kind of like, don't force people to be somebody they're not. I probably should have thought about that a little bit more and not forced her to be a dog that she isn't. I don't know what happened before I rescued her. I don't know, but I didn't feel right leaving her crated while I was gone all the time, or being worried that I'd come home to a dead dog. Honestly, like I've seen them fight before, and I was there to break it up, and they might have fought whenever I wasn't home, but I didn't know about it, and I'm glad that they stopped because that would have been terrible. But they both seem to be doing okay right now. Sadie's an only dog. She's living with my mom and my stepdad, and they have a big house and, plenty of time, and, she likes all of the attention, so she's doing really great. And so that's good. What else is interesting? Oh, I'm going to the coast next week. I think Monday through Thursday. I'll hopefully get to see my friend Lolita and camp on some beaches, and I'm going for one of my colleagues. He's doing a research study on oysters, so we're going to pick out spots to take oyster samples. We can't do it now because it's not oyster season, so don't worry if you're out there and you're like, oh, don't go get oysters, it's illegal. One, how do you know that? And two, yeah, we're not going to do anything. We just need to see what kind of accessibility there is, and if you're going out in the field, you always want to bring another person in case shenanigans happen. And I don't think there are a lot of people who are interested in wandering around the beach in the middle of the summer, but I am, because I love the ocean and I think it'll be fun. I don't know much about oysters, and it would give me a good opportunity to make a new friend, so I'm down for that. See, classes start August 24th. Got a full roster of things that I'm going to have to do, but I think it'll be really interesting, and I want to thank everybody for watching this, and for Pfeiffer's getting irritated with me. It's food time. It's food time. Don't you know that it's food time? That's what she's saying to me. Anyway, so thanks everybody for your support and kind words. If you have any questions about what I'm doing, just let me know. I'll try to answer it the best that I can as I have time. I'm really, really working on submitting something each week, but if I don't hate me. Last week I didn't. I had some weird stomach flu and I was dead. I was dead Wednesday and Thursday. I just died. I was dead. I don't know. I came back, so I'm okay, but I was dead. So when things like that happen, I'm not gonna do a blog or anything because I don't know. Fife and I had a time of it though. Anyway, well, thanks for following along. I hope you guys are having a really great day, and I will see you next week.